Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, and this is another brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer? And joining me today is Purrmaid Cosplay. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for joining me on another brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer? This is a series that I love doing every week, and I just love talking with cosplayers and finding out more about them and letting their fans know more about them as well.
I'm so excited to be here. I love your series. It's so much fun.
Thank you. Hey, I love doing this. It's been a fun ride. I don't know how many episodes I've done. I want to say that I've done a few, but it feels like I've done a lot. And I don't know. I guess it's because like I interview so many people all the time. It's like they've kind of intermingled with Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast. So we record a lot. We definitely record a lot, and I need some vacation time. But before we get into today's interview, everybody that's watching this video, make sure that you like it, you subscribe to our channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So Purrmaid, are you ready to get into the interview?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Now, first things first, I want to say I love the cosplay that you have on. You're dressed up as Wendy, and Wendy's is like one of my favorite restaurants of all time.
Make you jest.
So let me ask you this. This is going to be the first question because usually I always ask one question, but I want to start with this. When you go to Wendy's, what is the meal that you build for yourself?
So my go-to is the 4 for $4 with a chicken sandwich and a sweet tea.
Nice.
I'll get ranch or honey mustard.
Nice. Now, do you do spicy nuggets or regular nuggets?
I flip between the two. I'm more for regular because just recently my stomach is like, hey, how about you don't do spicy food?
Well, my voice is kind of a little cringe this morning because I was hanging out with somebody last night and I went to a ramen restaurant and I love my ramen really spicy. And I had, habaneros in there, sriracha, and it got me and I couldn't talk. And the worst thing about when you eat spicy food, you want to make sure that you have something to drink so that way you won't die. And I didn't have any water. So I ended up dying. But luckily my friends, they use the Dragon Balls to bring me back so that way I can interview you this morning.
Yeah, you're good. You're alive.
So the next question that I have is, everybody that we bring on here, whether it be the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast or Who's That Cosplayer, I want to hear the origin story. Every hero or villain has one. So tell everybody, who is Purrmaid Cosplay? What is your origin story?
So I started cosplaying back in 2016 when I went to Anime Mid-Atlantic as a last minute thing where somebody who I used to know, we went, and I was Undyne from Undertale, and that was a lot of face paint for a Friday afternoon that I didn't realize I was getting myself into. Mm-hmm. I literally somehow had gotten Snazaroo into one of my eyes since she wears an eye patch. And literally that Saturday, I couldn't open my eye.
Jeez.
So that next Saturday, I had to stay in bed all day. But that's the first con. But first time, just like, I don't really have an origin story per se besides that. But my Instagram first started just as a random, just like, I would say shit posting if I may.
Yeah.
Just memes, generic random things I found on the internet, just random selfies, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually I started doing things from my closet cosplay. And I was just like, I kind of look like this character without a wig. Let me pull that together. And then eventually I went to Anime Mid-Atlantic and I sprouted from there.
Awesome. And, I love hearing like the origin stories of when people go to their first cons. Now, it's like you went there, you were cosplaying already. Because, a lot of people, when they go to their first cons, it's like they just go in their regular clothes and they're just amazed. But what inspired you to, say, hey, I want to actually cosplay when I go to my first con instead of just going there in civilian clothes?
So I've always been huge into Halloween and costuming in general anyway. And my mom has been too. So I was like, well, I mean, if people cosplay at these things, oh my God, I can get in costume. I could be somebody different and just dress up. Absolutely. Let's go. For theme spirit days at school, I would go all out. And actually my roommate cosplayed too before, and she would always try to drag me to go to cons all the time. And I was like, doing costuming just sounds so cool. Just the whole again, dressing up, it sounds like silly and imagine of like a little girl dressing up, but like I've always been such a fan of doing that. So I was like, and I get to do it with people that know what I'm doing. And it's not for one day a year. Yes, please. So
no, it's awesome because like with cosplay, it's one of those things where you can be whoever you want to be and you portray that character. Like I always say, it's a form of acting because it's just like, of course, you don't have to act. Like you can just put on the costume and just, do the poses and stuff like that. But I always feel that it's really awesome when people, they cosplay and they really get into the character who they're portraying. And I feel like too, and this is something that I hear from, cosplayers that I've had up here before, is that it brings you out of your comfort zone. Because it's just like, if you are a quiet person, it's like you're going to these cons with people who are like-minded as yourself or like-minded as me. And it's just like, hey, I want to have a good time. I want to see you act like Wendy, even though Wendy, I want to say she doesn't really, I don't think I've ever seen Wendy like in like the actual character do anything. Like you see memes of, Wendy doing stuff, but like there is no official like Wendy canon, if that makes any sense.
Right.
So it's like, as Wendy, like what are some things that you do that makes you different than the normal Wendy's girl?
So I mean, technically from what I've learned, she's portrayed from Dave, what's his name's daughter, Wendy.
Yes, Dave Thomas, yep.
Oh, and I feel a little weird for how many times I've portrayed her in different ways. From the internet's aspect, she's portrayed as a smug anime girl. So I kind of do that aspect. I'm like, oh, yeah, you wanted me to step on you? Sure, here I go. Or do I roast you? Yeah, sure, I'll roast you. And I'm like, well, I would roast you, but you've already probably been roasted with looking like that. So
hey.
Yeah, I have too much fun being the snarky aspect of it, because normally I'm like the sweet, bubbly, overly excited character and myself Indigo, but then like I'm in character as Wendy, I'm just like pathetic, and it's just too much fun.
No, I agree, because it's like Wendy's on Twitter, like they stay roasting people, like they say, and like that's the one thing that I love about their account. And I feel like that because they took it, I want to say they were the first ones to do that when it came to roasting people. Then like other restaurant accounts, like they tried to get in on it, but it's like nobody's touching Wendy's, you know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you next, because it's like when I did my research on you, I've seen that you've done so many cosplays, like so many amazing costumes, from Sailor Jupiter to Deku, my favorite character from My Hero Academia. What are some of your favorite cosplays that you've done?
I mean, I love being Wendy just because it's a really unique one that a lot of people are like, oh my God, wait, are you Pippi Longstocking? Are you Raggedy Ann? I was like, no, I'm Wendy. And actually, a little Wendy built. I love being Ariel just because I've got a soft spot for Disney characters. I love doing a lot of Love Live characters, which is a lot of fun for me. Oh my gosh, who else do I cosplay? It has been like, I haven't actually look at my cosplays because I'm just like, oh yeah, I do that, I guess. I'd like being Starfire. She's a lot of fun because she's like very bubbly and floaty, and that's really fun to portray. Because it's what I do anyway. But but I like mixing it up sometimes, and I have done Tamaki from Oran High School Host Club once, and he was a lot of fun to be. Because anytime I'd see another host club member, I would go up and embarrass them as best I could in my portrayal of being the over-exuberant thing that he is. And the first time I actually cosplayed him, I passed around like fake roses to all of the prettiest girls I saw at the con.
Nice.
I wore the Kyoyo, which was really fun. I was like, Mommy, they rejected me. And it was just a lot of fun.
Nice. I've heard of that anime before, and it's been highly regarded. It's been highly recommended to me. I got so much on my list right now, but it is something that I do plan on watching because I heard that it's hilarious. I wanted to piggyback off of something that you had said, because you said that you cosplayed as Starfire, and I had saw one of the pictures where one of my former guests that I've had up here on Who's That Cosplayer, the Enduring Sunflower, they were Raven, and like I saw that, I was just like, yo, like this is really cute. Teen Titans, it holds a very special place in my heart because it's something that I grew up watching. And one thing that I want to talk about is, you know, with me being a professional wrestler and being in a tag team, that's you know, one thing that I love. I've always been a fan of tag team wrestling, and you know, I've seen that you've done some stuff with Enduring Sunflower, and then you've also done some stuff with Miss Nikki Mouse. So like, how is it when it comes to, because I've seen a lot of stuff with Miss Nikki Mouse, and also too, she was a former guest up here on Who's That Cosplayer. So make sure that you check out Enduring Sunflower and Miss Nikki Mouse's episode that is up here on the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks YouTube. But like, how is it like, you know, just working with you know, having that tag partner that you just say, hey, let's do this cosplay together? Because like with Miss Nikki Mouse, I saw that y'all also did Daphne and Velma and a host of other cosplays. So like, just tell me, like, how is that?
So for me, cosplaying with somebody who's just as enthusiastic about said characters. I'm like, oh my God, I really relate to this character. Oh my gosh, I really relate to this one. And they go together. It just is so exciting, especially for when Enduring Sunflower and I do Raven and Starfire, because I'm already very, very much taller than they are. And then when they
yep.
so tall like Raven, it's so precious, and it just like makes so much canon, and it's so cute and wholesome. And they've always been like, when I first met them, I thought they were super like shy and reserved. I was like, oh my God, they would be the perfect Raven.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah, they are.
They're crazy. This is perfect too. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I've hung out with them a couple of times, and all of the times that we've hung out, I'm just like, yeah, like how you just said, yeah, they're crazy.
They're
like you wouldn't think it.
Their posts, they're like, are they okay? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'd intimidate them, but no, they're just as nuts.
Well, I will say this: if you ever have the chance to play Mario Kart 64 with them, you'll be in for a blast because it was hilarious. They kept on. We were. I can't remember the name of the level, but it's the level with the penguins and the ice and everything. And they just kept driving into the water, and I was just like, "Do you need me to help you?" They kept coming in 8th place. It was just so adorable. It was so fun, and yeah, anybody play Mario Kart 64. Don't play the newer ones because they're good in the newer ones. You need to see I wish that there was a record feature so that way that y'all could have seen what I saw, because it was hilarious. But
right.
But no, yeah, it's cool. It's cool that, you know, when it comes to cosplay, that you form these bonds with people that you never know. And like, that's the cool thing about going to cons, because you meet so many people that are just like you, and then you team up with them, and then now you work on all of these projects together. And I just love that. I love that cosplay, it brings people together. And that's the reason why I do this series, is because cosplayers, they're like Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's so many Pokemon. I want to say that there's over 1 million. And you know, it's just the love and the fun of just being a cosplayer that you know, makes me really enjoy it. Now, I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite animes that you enjoy watching? And what are the ones that inspire you to say, hey, I want to cosplay this character?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea, because I watch so much anime. I'm like, where?
Well, these are the type of questions that I ask, and it puts people on the spot, because now you got to think.
I really love Love Live. I'm a sucker for it. I really like Soul Eater. It's a classic, and I love it. Sailor Moon, I'm slowly getting into. Haven't finished it yet, but I do love it because Jupiter's my girl, and she's amazing. My Hero, of course, is fantastic because Eraserhead I have very, very much simp for. Oh my God, what other anime do I watch?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I haven't watched that yet. Like, I've
Nani?
seen bits and pieces of it, but like, and of course all the memes for it, but I haven't actually watched it all the way through.
Yeah.
Again, like, I knew if I could like pull up my Netflix, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Or my Funimation too. I'm like, yeah, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Another is really good. It's a little spooky, but it's good. I enjoy it. Erased is also super good. Again, I cannot think of a single another anime I watched. It's been, oh my God. Anime.
It's so many. It's just like, why did he put me on the spot like this? But now, I'm about to put you on the spot again, and this is to piggyback off of something that we were talking about earlier, because you mentioned that you love Disney movies. And this is a question that I feel like I've been asking every guest that I've had on, because it's like somewhere in the conversation they mentioned Disney. So give me your top 5 favorite Disney movies.
Who's that cosplayer?
Purrmaid Cosplay.
So my number one is definitely Mary Poppins. Believe it or not, it's not Little Mermaid, but Mary Poppins definitely my number one. My number two, well, again, just the mix of them. I love Hercules.
Nice. Out there.
Mermaid. Does Wall-E count, or is that more Pixar?
See, now this is the funny thing, because I asked Enduring Sunflower the same thing, and they said that it's not fair to ask somebody what their top 5 favorite Disney movies are, because you have the top 5 Disney movies and then you have the top 5 Pixar movies. And I was just like, yeah, you make a really good point.
You can't choose. I also really like Treasure Planet. That's another good one.
I've never seen that.
You got to.
I heard that it's good. I've never seen Treasure Planet, and I've never seen Atlantis. And it's because like these movies, like for real, Disney, they really didn't push them when they initially came out. And I never really heard anything about it. Like, I never heard kids talking about Treasure Planet or Atlantis compared to something like The Incredibles. It's like everybody was talking about this stuff. So, but I heard that down the line, like it does, that both of those movies, they do have a big following. Another movie that is very underrated that you really don't hear a lot of people talk about is Meet the Robinsons. That's a really good movie too.
Yes. Oh my God, you're right. I forgot about that one. See, again, as you just said, you forget about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good, very underrated. And I got a list of like Disney movies, because this is something that they joke me about on my podcast, is that like there's so many movies that are out there that I just never had the opportunity to watch, or I guess like I wasn't into it, so I didn't watch it. Like I just watched The Lost Boys last year.
That is.
You say you don't know what it is? Oh no. Hopefully anybody that's watching this video, like they don't attack them, because that's not right. But The Lost Boys, it's the vampire movie. Kiefer Sutherland is in it. I'm pretty sure you've seen pictures of it. I'm pretty sure.
I have to Google it.
Yeah, if you Google it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know what this movie is, but I've never seen it. But yeah, like it's crazy. But it's just like people, they'll come at you when you say that you haven't watched movies. So next question I want to ask you is, when you're not cosplaying, like what are some of your hobbies? Like what do you like to do when you're not putting stuff together?
Let's see. I like to play a lot of video games, as any weeb does, because I am disgusting trash. I like to hang out with my friends that generally I don't see all the time. Like, thankfully, I'm actually moved out of my parents' house, so I can actually go out and see more people. I like to see my boyfriend when I can too, since he's out of my county and I don't see him as often. Oh my God, believe it or not, I still like to model sometimes. I say that like kind of casually because I just started getting into it outside of cosplay just recently.
Nice.
I mean, when I'm not cosplaying, I go to my job Monday through Friday, unfortunately, like everybody else, like a normie. But
yeah, the Matrix.
I'm not exciting, unfortunately. I mean, I stream sometimes too on Twitch when I can. I'm not exciting. That's all I really do, unfortunately.
No, don't say that. I mean, because it's just like you cosplay, and it's like I feel like people who cosplay, like they're very fun people. It's a form of just being cool. Like I'm cooler than you. I mean, that's how I take it.
Right. I love it so much. It's so much fun.
So let me ask you this. Now, I see that you are a member of the Honey Pop Dreamers.
I am. I'm a backup for them.
So how did you get into doing that?
Miss Nikki Mouse. She was like, hey, they're applying for backups, and I know you don't do too many dances and stuff, and you're a little bit farther away than they are, but like if you ever need, they're doing like backups and stuff, they're always looking for people to like post and everything, blah blah blah. I was like, I mean, sure, yeah, I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
So They welcomed me with open arms, and they are all so sweet, and I love them all so much.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I interviewed Hesitant Lillian. Make sure you check out that interview as well. And when I had them come up here, it was just awesome how they created the group. And with anime, I just love how they take these scenes from these dance scenes from different animes, and then they bring them to life. And like all of the videos that I've seen, it's just like everybody does a fantastic job, and it just makes me mad that I'm not that good of a dancer, because it's like everybody kills it. Now, is that something that you've always been into, or did you get into it later on in life?
I have never been like a huge dancer per se. Like I do like some dancing here and there, like not huge, of course. I do it like on the side, but nothing drastic. I actually was involved with Miss Nikki Mouse and I's first group at a convention at Otakon 3 or 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, and we did it for Phoenix Rising Idols, Phoenix Rising. And we had a lot of fun with that. And so like, I'm not a big dancer. I'm not good at it. I will admit it now. I'm not a fantastic dancer. Sure, yeah, if I study the mirrored version of the dance over and over again and get it, I think I could be okay.
Nice.
But I'm not one to be like, oh my God, look how they dance. They're so good. Yeah.
It's not like High School Musical or anything.
Oh God, no.
So to piggyback off of something that, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, and I interrupted you, I'm sorry. I'm screwing my ankles, so that also doesn't help with dancing. So.
Oh no. But no, I was gonna ask you, because you had said like you play video games. What are some of your favorite video games that you like to play?
Boy, let me get started on this. I love series so much. You can ask anybody who mentions me, they're like, oh God, they're gonna talk about Pikmin, look out. But it is such an underrated series. I love it a lot. I also really like the Monster Hunter series. I've been playing a lot of Rise as of recently. I actually just got Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, which I'm going to stream really soon. We'll see whenever that happens, probably after my vacation in July. I also play a lot of Stardew Valley as of recently too, because I have a serious problem. I love the Mario series because Daisy's my queen and I stand by her. Oh my God, what else did I play? I'm trying to look at my game collection. It's right behind me. All I see is red boxes, so that doesn't help. Luigi's Mansion's really fun.
Nice. So I take it that you're a huge Nintendo fan.
I love, can we just...
Oh, here we go. What do we got? Gengar. Oh, snap. Meowth.
Mini and Nintendo plushie. They're all not here, but these are my two I have with me right now.
Nice. Okay. Well, since you brought out these two Pokemon, I would assume that if you were going to face the Elite Four, that Gengar and Meowth would be in your 6 Pokemon. So who are the other 4?
So actually, spoiler alert, they're not actually in my main 6. I'm sorry. Don't take it seriously. My friend actually gave me the Meowth because she knows how badly I want to cosplay Jessie from Team Rocket. But
nice. I can't wait to see that.
I'm very excited because I'm going to get my friend Nick is going to be our James, and I'm very excited.
Nice. Now, hold on. Is somebody going to cosplay as Meowth, or are you going to have the Meowth plush with you?
I might have the Meowth plushie. I'm going to see if I can get my boyfriend to put a Meowth onesie on, but I doubt he'll do it. So instead, I'll just carry the plush.
Hey, everybody that is watching, all right. Put your boyfriend's Instagram so everybody that's watching this video can go to his Instagram and be like, we need you to cosplay as Meowth.
You're going to kick my ass, but okay. It's Sleepy Senpai _cosplays on Instagram.
All right. So, hey, everybody heard that. Sleepy Senpai _7?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, we're going to slide in them DMs and we're going to be like, hey, we need you to cosplay as Meowth. So yeah, so go ahead. So who are your 6 Pokemon that you're going to take to fight the Elite Four? So
my top 6, favorite was Gengar, but he's not actually in there. I have Dragonite. Oh my God, their names: Sableye. Oh my God, I have it in my brain. Hang on, give me a minute.
No, you're good.
Giraffig. I think I'm saying that right. It's been a hot minute since I played Pokemon. Sorry. Oh my God, there's 3 others. And why am I struggling? I have the list on my computer, but I'm embarrassed because I should know it by heart.
It's cool. Hey, look, I keep on asking you these questions about like top 5s and top.
Hang on, wait. Oh
It's
my
just
God.
like I wasn't expecting to come up here and be asked this stuff.
I was so ready, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be prepared. It's fine. I don't need to like research. I'm gonna be fine. No, I'm Mimikyu is definitely on that list too. He's a very good boy. Is that 4? That's 4. I'm missing 2.
Yep. Yeah, you got 4. Yep. 5. Mm-hmm.
I can't think of my last 2. I'm ashamed.
So you just gonna go in there?
Go just 1. Sorry, I just remembered.
Okay. Nice.
Can't remember the last one. I'm done.
I said, oh, hey. Sometimes 5 is all you need. You know, you
Right.
don't need. I'm pretty sure that there's some people who play Pokemon and they were just like, I'm gonna beat the Elite Four with 3 Pokemon, especially if they cheated and got all their Pokemon to level 100. Because did you?
That's just wild. I'm like 3 Pokemon.
Like some people do those challenges. Like there was this one challenge where you had to capture like when you started the game, you caught 6 Pokemon, and then like you had to use those 6 Pokemon throughout the entire game, and you couldn't use your starter Pokemon, I believe, or something like that. It's somewhere challenge, but it makes the game really hard because it's like you have to keep those 6 Pokemon the entire time. You can't swap out who you get. So
that's stupid.
it is. So what? So I mean, so like if you start off like, let's go with Pokemon Red and Blue, for example, you get Rattata, you get Pidgey, you get Metapod.
Yeah, I was about to say Beedrill something.
Yeah, I guess it's doable. I mean, it's a challenge because when you think about it, because sometimes with Pokemon, I mean, it is an RPG, it is a game of strategy, and I just feel like if you have like weaker Pokemon or Pokemon that really don't have like their weaknesses, like their normal type Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? It's like the game is going to be a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there was. Oh, go ahead. No, I thought you were about to say something. I wanted to ask you, so what are some future cosplays that you have coming up for the cons besides Jessie that you told us about?
So Jessie will be a while away because I think we're actually going to do like a disguise look for them, not like their generic white outfits and stuff. So that should be really fun to do.
Nice.
But I know for Otakon, I'm doing a Buki from Danganronpa with Miss Nikki Mouse, and she's going to be Peko, which should be really, really fun. I'm also doing the Fallen Angel Yoshiko from Love Live as well.
Nice.
And I'm actually helping Clementine Idols with their masquerade with that, so I'm very excited about that. I'm also doing the Ninetale cat outfit from Love Live too. I'm doing a lot of Love Live at Otakon. Let's just disclaim that because I have a problem.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
But I'm doing Hanukkah for that, and I'm very excited because that outfit is so cute. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm so excited to finally wear it.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so cute, and I've been looking at it for a while, and Miss Nikki Mouse actually reached out to me. She's like, so I got coterie for this. Do you want to do Hanukkah for it? I was like, do I? Yeah. So I may or may not have splurged a little for my birthday money and was like, I'm going to get myself a birthday present. So I did, and I have no regrets.
Hey, you shouldn't. I don't know if you ever watch Parks and Rec, but when they would be like, treat yourself. Like that's
exactly. Like you gotta.
Yeah, so it's gonna be awesome that the cons are finally opening back up because unfortunately we were in the pandemic and we missed out on a lot of cons last year, and I can't wait. Like NecoCon is going to be the first anime con that I go to. Are you coming to it this year?
I will be there. Yes, I will. I'm so excited.
Awesome. So when you're there, I can finally meet you, and I can finally meet some of the other cosplayers that live here in this area. Of course, I'm not going to meet cosplayers that live in Texas or stuff like that. But I mean, you never know. Like they might fly out to NecoCon and be like, "Hey, you're here." But
right.
I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite con moments that you've had when it's come to going to the cons?
So I'm gonna have a soft spot for Anime Mid-Atlantic 2017 because that's actually when I met my boyfriend in person for the first time.
Nice.
And it was a very soft moment because like I got there Friday instead of a Thursday, and I remember seeing him like in the hotel lobby as I was walking. I was like, okay, that's him. I'm just gonna be cool. I'm just like, oh hi, it's finally nice to meet you, because I was texting the whole time. I'm like, I'm almost there. I'm finally gonna meet you. I'm so excited. And then he saw me before like, well, no, not before I saw him because I saw him first, but he didn't see that I saw him, and he ran up to me and he spun me around in like this giant dramatic like Disney hug thing, and it was just such a soft spot. I was just like, okay, this is fine. Like,
So you felt like a Disney princess in that moment.
I did, which is a very wonderful thing, if I do say so. But then another really soft moment I had was KatsuCon 2020. It was like as we were going into the pandemic. It was the last con everybody went to in 2020. Mm-hmm. And it was Valentine's Day, and I was in Valentine's Day Love Live outfit with Miss Nikki Mouse, and she was in Nozomi. And if you know Love Live, Ellie and Nozomi are like the Yuri ship of the anime. Mm-hmm. And actually, I proposed to her because I jokingly call her my cosplay girlfriend. I called her my cosplay wife one time, and she's like, well, you can't call me your wife until you propose to me.
Oh.
So like a $12 ring from Walmart, asked her fiance's permission. I was like, hey, can I propose to Nikki as Ellie? She was like, she would lose her mind. Please do it. So I proposed to her on Valentine's Day in the Valentine's Day outfit, and she said yes. So that was amazing and really exciting.
Hey, like, you know, this is a really sweet way to end the interview. It's like two love stories. And I love them. Like I'm smiling from ear to ear right now. Like I love both those stories. One last question, and then we can wrap this thing up. Have you and your boyfriend, have y'all ever done any cosplay tag teams together?
So we've done a lot. The first ones, of course, we did was Ariel and Eric. We've done
nice.
Tamaki and Kiyoya from Love Live. We did Blair and Spirit from Soul Eater. No, yeah, Spirit and Blair from Soul Eater, which was really fun.
Nice.
We're planning Miss Joke and Eraserhead at some point. That hasn't happened yet, but we're planning that soon. I did Poison Ivy, and he did like a gender bend of Harley Quinn once.
Nice.
It was really fun. I did Harley Quinn Wendy's, and he did the Burger King Riddler once. Like, our first con we did Burger King and Wendy's together as well. That was back when Wendy was a baby and she didn't look this good, so we're not going to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, I like it. You leveled up.
That's right. What other couples have we done? We did Taki and Mitsuho from Your Name, which was really cute. And we did those actually on a Thursday at a con one time, and no kidding, I wrapped red yarn around each one of our pinkies and we walked around like that. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's always cool, just like how I said earlier, when you meet friends at cons, and then you do these cosplays together. But it's even more awesome when it's like you're with somebody, and you can do these cosplay couples, and I think that's sweet. I love the story that you told when y'all finally met each other, and you leapt into his arms, and like that's how I'm gonna close. Like, we're gonna end this on a high note. This was awesome. Purrmaid, thank you for joining me up here on another new episode of Who's That Cosplayer. Before I let you go, let everybody in social media land know where they can find you at.
All right, on Instagram, I'm Purrmaid_cosplay. I am on Twitch at WildThing9611. What else am I on? Twitter, I think it's Curly Whiskers. I think there might be an underscore somewhere in there. It's all in my Instagram bio. I'm ashamed that I don't know my Twitter handle. I think that's all. On Facebook, Indigo Martell, if you want to add me on there. I can't promise all my posts are shitpost or cosplay related, but you can enjoy that if you're interested. What else am I on social media wise? I think that's it. Yeah.
Nice.
That's all. Oh, and nice. Tumblr. No one's on Tumblr these days, unfortunately, but
hey, Tumblr still has like a small following. I mean, it's not as big as it used to be after they made some changes, but yeah, some people are still up there. But hey, thank you again for joining me on another new episode of Who's That Cosplayer. It was fun. It's always awesome having people up here. You know where you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you on another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.